Happy Wednesday! So for today, there is no new history or science assignment. There is a new math and English assignment for today. What we had for history, that is going to be due by Thursday at 9. So that one was the near pod on the west and conflicts with Mexico. And then for science, we had that video, the human element, and that one, it's a little bit longer. So that's why you have Tuesday and Thursday to get that done. So if you want to watch the first half hour on Tuesday, second half hour on Thursday, if you're like, oh, I didn't even start that. Well, guess what? Go ahead, do that. You've also got the weekend that you could finish it up if needed. I might even encourage watching it if you want with your family. It's one that when we go through, Mrs. Carpellini had initially made like the questions that go with it, and then I go through and just double check like, hey, does all this look right? Does it look correct? Mrs. Carpellini made it. It's pretty much going to be 100% awesome. But, just in case. And then also I made an answer key for myself. So 1, I've watched the video, and 2, I know what's going on. And 3, Mrs. Carpellini has sent it to me, I don't even know, a few years ago. And I watched little clips and pieces of it, but never once sat down and watched the whole thing. I'm so glad I did. And that's why we're sending it out to you guys, because it's got some really fascinating stuff that it talks about and shows, and definitely watch it. Your family probably would also find it fascinating. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's going to be a comedy show or something, but it'll be a fascinating one. That'd be really cool to watch with them. You can answer the questions with them, and that's totally fine. So with that being said, usually I try and put a little something to do, a little skill or a little whatever. So for today, Miss Zahner rather, she sent out an email that said that the tech center is able to unblock Google Classroom from sending notifications. So if you do not have your notifications set up on your Google Classroom, please do that at this time. You're probably like, how did I do that? Here we go. So what you need to do is go to Google Classroom, and on Google Classroom, so I was playing with it just to make sure I could show you guys it. So go to your main home screen here, and then on the very side, look for those 3 bars, and that's on the left-hand side. Click on it and then scroll all the way down, because I'm using a screencast. That's why this toolbar is here. So I'll close it out, and you're going to go to Settings, and then under Settings, so make sure you've got Receive Email Notifications. If you don't, I would set for the comments on your posts or that mention you. The ones that mention you probably aren't going to be here in the middle school. That's more when you maybe get into high school, but private comments on work. So that's like if I leave you a comment on your work, that would be one you'd want to have turned on. Classes you're enrolled in. These are the ones that you're going to want to make sure you've got right now. So work and other posts from teachers gets turned on, return work and grades for your teachers, invitations to join classes as a student, due date reminders for your work, and then the bottom ones are classes I teach. So check those out. Make sure you've got those on there. Until I know that everyone's getting those, I will still send an email notification. I'm sorry if it's a double, but I just want to make sure everyone's got those coming into them. Please let me know, though, if you're not getting the email notifications from me, or if that's not working, because I want to make sure you know, hey, there is something there. Hey, there isn't something there, because I also post a few other things here on there every now and then. So check those out. The other thing is that not this week, but next week, I believe it is, that you should have gotten an email from Mr. Reith that is about coming and getting your things from your lockers. And with that, so originally I'd asked Mr. Reith if you guys should be bringing textbooks or reading books or any of that stuff back with you. And he's like, nope, wait until at the end of the year. He sent an email today, and he changed his mind or changed what he said, and he said, yes, that would be fine to bring them. So right now, go through, gather up your textbook. Do you have any reading books? Do you have any of my reading books? Do you have any of Mr. Nelson's reading books, Mrs. Owens, the library, any books that you're not needing? Now, if you're like, I'm in health class and I'm not doing the homework, I'll bring it back. No, you need that textbook, but you don't need your history textbook. That's one that could definitely be brought back. Science textbooks, if you happen to have one of those, because I do have a few people who their internet isn't super reliable, or for whatever reason they did need to check out a science textbook, get that back. So right now, get that gathered up so that when you come to get your things from your locker, you can bring those back and you don't have to worry about those anymore. So I'm sorry it was a change. That wasn't my change, but I wanted to get that information out to you, and it should have been in that email as well. But let me know. And the last thing is we've got Quizlet Live. We'll do that on Thursday and on Friday. So Thursday at 11, Friday at 1. You're welcome to join either and or both times. I look forward to seeing all of you there. So Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great day, guys. Bye.